3, 2, 1, and boom.
Hi.
If you're watching right now, welcome to the Break Old Leg podcast. It's not the same. It's not the same without the music. I have to do it. Well, the music is playing.
What does the music sound like?
You'll hear. I can't do it. It's not the same. It's not the same. I'd butcher it. But if you're hearing it, audience, it's been put in post.
I've never heard it before.
It's like a.
Wait. Can you bring up an episode of your podcast? Play it on your phone.
No, that's already. No, we're past. That's it, guys. Welcome to the Break Old Leg podcast. I'm here with my guest, Dane Rothenberg.
Rothenberg.
Oh, almost had it. But I will have your name and your the contact information where people can send you whatever they want to send you in the DMs.
Thank you.
But welcome.
Honestly, DM me whatever.
I'm being a bad producer. I'm not even checking my own levels. I could be talking into the side. No, I'm sounding good. How are you sounding there?
How am I sounding?
You're sounding good, baby.
I don't care if you keep those in.
No, it's all getting kept in. I'm actually going to look through the rough footage. If you're watching it, that means it made the cut, man. But yeah, man, welcome to the crib.
I'm just
welcome
to the fucking put my thumbs up.
Yeah.
We did shroom tea.
We're still doing it, baby.
I downed mine.
Well, I'm there's still another bit. You want a little batch? We can pause it for a second, and if you want to get yourself a second little.
You want to know what? I'm gonna hold up for a minute.
That's a smart thing to do with mushroom tea. That's what a man that does mushroom tea knows to do. Because a man that knows mushroom tea knows that.
Levels.
Yeah, you drink the tea. It doesn't happen right away, but in about an hour or two, there's a disco party.
Already, pretty inarticulate.
Well, listen, you better, for somebody who's inarticulate, is it better to be inarticulate or illiterate? Let's play a game.
Boy, inarticulate, because that's hard to get through the world, illiterate.
Being illiterate.
You know who I heard was illiterate? I'm not fucking around.
Who?
I don't know.
I know a guy that's illiterate. That's illiterate.
That's
yes.
horrible, man.
So I think just like anything else, there's levels to this shit.
Of course.
There's levels to being illiterate. So, it's not always...
He can read a small book.
He can read...
Cat in the Hat.
He can read, but he's an adult that, if you see him reading, he sounds like a little child, sounding out like shit.
Oh, that sucks.
You know what I mean? And what's interesting...
Poor guy. Oh.
No, he's not a poor guy. He's not a poor guy. This guy's got a checkered... No, quite. Probably one of the most dangerous people...
middle-class guy.
No, I shouldn't even say most, but no, it's a dude that, I'll tell you the story. Maybe I'll tell you, I don't know if it's a story for but it's just gonna take the podcast into, it's definitely a dark story.
You told me nothing was off limits before this.
Nothing is off limits. No, nothing, it's just, why be whatchamacallit when you could be happy? You could be fucking, it just, no, but anyway, so.
That wasn't very see something, say something of you.
Well, trust me, I didn't see nothing, but I definitely heard.
Okay. Well,
I definitely heard the story.
Tell me the story.
Well, I think it's a story that's really popular that's a very well known in New York City graffiti scene. I'm not gonna say the guy's name, but he's a fairly well known graffiti writer. When he was younger, his backstory is that what happened was there was he was painting in some train apparently yard or whatever it is, and I might be getting the story somewhat wrong, but the story is that he there was a homeless man, and he was a young, scrappy little guy. The homeless man knocked him out, and then sexually assaulted him. Why? And then afterwards, the next day, the kid showed up, and then killed the homeless man.
Wow.
And then set him on fire.
Wow.
That's an opening. And then
just not where I thought any of that.
I told you it was going to take it into a really bad...
heavy story.
That's a heavy story. And then, hold on, you want me to finish the story? And then, after he set him on fire, he left him there, and he showed up the following day, and that's how he got caught for the crime, because he was wearing the same clothes, and he showed up to the scene just to see what happened, and there was investigators there, and they caught him. And then But he's free. He's out of jail. He did his time because he's defensible, whatever it is, because the guy, he assaulted him. He was a minor.
Yeah.
But still, I definitely.
But still, that is. I mean, still, but. Wow.
Yep. But yeah, I probably shouldn't have said star. Now that I think of it, I probably shouldn't have said the star.
It's not like it's a live broadcast.
I mean, listen, it's out, right? This is the Break Old Lake podcast.
Out?
That's no.
It's already released.
No. I mean, when
I'm
this
getting
gets out,
canceled.
you didn't even do anything yet. You didn't even do anything.
I'm saying that you could cut that in for the reel later, and YouTube zoom in my face. I'm getting canceled.
Listen, the Break Old Leg podcast, and then the next scene is like, I'm getting canceled. I'm getting canceled now. But yeah, dude, did you hear Jerry Springer died?
Dude, okay.
Hold on, you got to talk into the mic. You're taking a little waddy breaky.
Dude, last night I was at the Pure Chaos Comedy Show. Shout out, I love those guys. But I literally found out that Jerry Springer died in the middle of a comedy show.
I found out at an open mic yesterday. Same thing. And I literally turned around. Mindy Worth was sitting next to me, and I said to her, I got to find out like this. I got to find out, that's crazy. Jerry Springer. Oh, an icon. True icon.
You want to know something completely unrelated?
What?
I was with Andrew...
Tate?
No. Motherfucker. Oh, I'm the worst on drugs. I can't remember his goddamn name.
It's okay. It's okay. That's the problem with comedies. Now we have to remember everybody's first name and their fucking last names. It's okay.
But he's my best. He's been one of my good friends for
apparently
years.
Not that great.
I'm just on shrooms right now.
Yeah.
This is bad television. You want to know what? I'm dropping the story because I can't remember his fucking name.
It's okay. So continue the story. The story is
Oh yeah, I was with him the night Trump got elected, and we were at QE. We were at Creek and Cave before it went under, and literally in 2 seconds of it being announced, he turned to me and he was like, "You don't think it's going to go to his head now, do you?"
That he's president.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason.
But it was such a perfect thing to say because it was like, oh yeah.
That's pretty funny.
It was stupid.
I enjoyed it because I love seeing people melt down over things like that. I'm like, it's so stupid.
Andrew Harms. Sorry.
Oh, he's hilarious. He's hilarious.
Him.
Andrew Harms is fucking hilarious.
I love it. It was Andrew who said that.
That's pretty funny.
I was hanging out with him that night.
That's pretty funny.
Dude, the first night that this is a great podcast. We're just talking about a third guy.
Yeah.
But our friend Andrew, one of the first times I met him, we were barking outside of the Grizzly Pear, and he
like all good comedy stories.
Of course. And he found a doll on the subway, and he took it, and he put it in his sweatshirt pocket, and it was hanging outside, arms and the head.
Yeah.
And he, as people would pass by, he would, as he was talking through the doll, he would go, "Help me!"
That's pretty funny.
And he wouldn't even tell them it's a comedy show.
He would just do the bit.
He would just do the haunted doll bit.
Honestly, can I tell you, this is one thing that I've realized about comedy is that I think a lot of people, it's just an excuse for people just to be crazy. You know what I mean? I feel like the second you do things in the name of comedy, you're like, oh, I just did that as a bit. That's a bit. That's something I'm trying to do and stuff like that. But also he's a genius. That guy's a genius.
And you want to know what's crazy? In the fucking, because it wasn't always like this. Mm-hmm. Back when I first started, there was a huge levels to there's open micers. That's a hard level to. Then there's bar comics, the club comics.
There's still that.
There is still that, but now there's the TikTok people, and anyone can do that. And even the people at the high levels need to do that to be taken seriously again. So that's the new fucking king, and people. I've seen people who have insane followings get on stage at an open mic and not be able to. Yeah. No, nothing against them. That shit happens, but it's insane that they don't need that open mic to go well because they have that TikTok doing fine.
Well, so this is the thing that I've come to realize is that with all these things is that you have to be like a lot of these people, even on TikTok, they have a huge TikTok following, but like, can they pack a room? Actually, will those people on their TikTok?
Do they need to get the check?
Are they getting the check?
I would hope so.
Booked?
I would really hope so.
If they are
not,
getting
then
a
that's
check,
horrible.
if they are getting a check, then good for them. You know what I mean? Then they did the job. But I think like
I know a few. Excuse me.
you could burp right on the fucking into the that you know what I mean? You're just giving away fucking sound bites.
I did a bong grip. We've been partying.
Yeah, we've been, and it's daytime. We haven't been partying. We're gentlemen, man. We're just, we're sipping tea in the middle of the day like gentlemen.
It's a business meeting.
Listen, it's a podcast. We're doing this for our careers. This is for our comedy careers. This is where we're trying to get funnier.
Oh man, I can't delude myself into that anymore.
I mean, listen, this is what, like, honestly, so this is why I started doing podcasting, is because, like, as I started doing comedy, how else are you going to build an audience? How else are you going to reach people? Like, if you're just doing mics, or even if you're doing bar shows and
You're
talking.
so right.
You have to, and
You
I
gotta
think
post. I've been trying to post more.
posting is important, but I think the thing about podcasting is that there's, like, oftentimes when you're trying to be funny and you're trying to be more structured, like when you are on stage or when you're trying to do a bit or whatever it is, oftentimes you're not letting the most important thing about any comic shine, and that's their, like, personality and how they actually are. And, like, and I feel like a lot of comics, like, and that's where you get to see who's actually cool, because there's people who are, like, on stage, they do an act, that's their act, but off the stage they're a fucking stiff. You know what I mean? And they have no personality, and they have no and you can't. They're just it's an act.
You know what I hate? When people go on stage with an obvious act, and then they get off stage and they still try to keep it up, and it's like, ooh, buddy, come on.
I think sometimes people think that with me because I'm just trying to be myself most of the time. That
I don't think you're doing an act.
I'm not doing it, but I'm just trying to be myself. That's the thing. Is like maybe sometimes.
What's your act? Like he might be from Staten Island.
Is that I don't know how people I have no clue how people perceive my stuff. So all I know is that I watch the tape and I know that I get laughs on some stuff. Some stuff I
look
get
at
gas.
him. Is he Israeli?
I always wonder. Honestly, I should start giving out a questionnaire after the show, guys. Fill it out, send it to I got to make my website, and then whatchamacallit, and then. Guys, let me know. Let me know.
One box Canadian question mark.
The what?
Canadian question mark?
I could be Canadian. Yo, there was some Canadian yesterday.
You never fucking know.
There's a lot of fucking people that do. There's a lot of people from. I was telling you, there's a lot of people from LA that I've seen doing comedy now in New York. That
I met a bunch of LA guys last night.
That's what I was saying. There's a lot, and they're pretty good. Some of them pretty good.
Oh yeah. If they're good enough to take the plane, they're usually pretty good.
I feel like yeah. Let me fix it.
That or they're rich.
I don't know. There's definitely. I mean, listen. If you're gonna just come into New York to just do open mics and try to like whatever, then you definitely gotta have some fucking money or whatever it is.
I think there we go. The ones you meet at open mics.
Yeah,
I met these guys at a show. Yeah,
an actual show. But here's the other thing. Like, there's meeting people at a show, right? And there's like clubs, like comedy clubs, like.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I've done bar shows, and a part of I hate.
What do you mean? You gotta be discerning about what bar shows you go to.
That's true. But the ones that I've done,
not all the same.
They're not all the same, but I've been to a couple of bar shows where I've done a couple of bar shows where you're just dealing with drunk people and you gotta talk over them, and like it's just it's not
I had
pleasant.
that at my own show.
Yeah, man, it happens.
I mean, it was fun because I got to post a reel, and she only heckled me. So it's like, fine, you only heckle me at my show. Oh, is this on or off? Am I?
I keep hearing like a little.
Drifting. Oh, I'm holding the by the wire.
Yeah.
My freaking bad.
There it is. Now you're back.
My
now
bad.
You got to repeat everything you were just saying.
Okay, shit. So we were.
No, you were saying how you were doing your own show. You're producing your own show at a bar.
I was producing my own show, and I was getting heckled during my set at my show, and I posted about it, which was cool. I got the post out of it, but
I think I saw you. I think I saw that post that you.
Yeah, and she fucking stood up, and she was like trying to fucking like. Give me the business, and like
no.
Oh my god, it was funny because like the second year just like sit down, you know.
Yeah.
She sat, but like fuck, it was cool because she only heckled me, you know. She didn't heckle any of my comics, so like whatever, I don't give a shit. Honestly, the ideal situation.
You were hosting it also?
No.
Who was hosting?
Daryl B. Do you know him?
No.
Good guy.
I probably do know him. I'm not familiar. Like I don't remember unless I'm cool
crazy?
with.
Fucking. So I started producing that show because Katie Blunt, you know her?
Yeah, she's funny.
Yeah, she reached out to me because we met at a competition because she wanted to do a show together, and we did 1 week of it, and immediately she was like, I have to stop doing this," and it was like, all right, I'm gonna keep going, and
She's got other shit to do, probably.
she's got a ton going on.
Yeah.
You know, she's got an autistic kid.
Start with off the top.
Man. But yeah, I didn't know Daryl before all this, and she brought him in, and I was like, you want to know what? I don't want to ask anyone to host. It's like, I always feel like that's asking someone to do less of a spot.
It depends.
And he's already grandfathered in as host, so it's like, all right, that's easy.
I could never host it. I mean, maybe I will eventually. It's a hard job. Like,
I don't know if it's hard, but it's definitely a specific skill.
Right?
It's a little bit different than a regular set. There's a little bit different things to consider. You don't want to kill because you don't want to do better. You don't want to upstage anybody. But at a certain point, no one's gone on, so you still have to come out swinging.
One time I got put on a bringer show, but I didn't like have to bring anybody in or whatever it is. But the guy that did the show, he was hosting the show, and I'm not gonna mention his name, but he was doing between every comic like a good 20 minutes and shit. The whole show, he probably was up for over an hour, just doing his bits, and like I've heard all his jokes.
When you're not considerate of time.
It was so inconsiderate to the comics, I feel, and like
the crowd probably so.
The crowd was whatever because it's a bringer, so it's a bringer crowd.
There's still people.
They're people, but also though, like the longer you keep them in that room, the longer they're gonna order another drink, and then they're probably.
But still, like that doesn't give you infinite time.
No, it doesn't give you infinite time.
They run these things for 3 goddamn hours.
But that's why they do it, is because you're there for 3 hours, and guess what? You're gonna order another drink. You're like, all right, I'm gonna sit here. If I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna order another drink, and then that's how they do it. That's why, like,
my show has a limit at hour and a half.
I mean,
done.
It depends. It depends on listen, I don't know the business end of it, but I feel like a lot of these shows, the bringers, they're ticket based, and then they have a ticket deal with the door, and then the venue makes money off the drinks.
Oh, definitely.
So they 100%. Definitely.
But like, I understand why it exists. I get it. I understand the beast. I should deal with that more. I'm trying to. I did the fucking.
Bringer shows are, in my opinion, exploitive. They're. I understand. As far as a business goes, like as far as if you want to make a system that will, spin the cycle and bring in money and fill in the seats and give a feel of a comedy club, yeah, it does the trick. It does the trick. That's the thing. But also,
it is a comedy club.
It is a comedy club.
You.
It's not tricking you, but I also feel like they're using young kids who are really trying to like become famous doing comedy or whatever. They're chasing their dream, and they're using like them to sell tickets in the room to like their friends and their family.
You want to know the thing though is, I used to think that same way also, but it's also like the market is saturated. There's so many there's a new kid every day decides he wants to be a comedian. Every single day, there's a million of them, and fucking for some reason they all look like me, and
that's funny.
It's stupid, but fucking and it's not a charity. They don't owe them
no, they don't.
Development. And you want to know what? It's also a little bit of a gut test to see. All right, who is going to hit the streets and do the bar shows, do the fucking open mic circuits to get to those next levels? Who is going to not just get in line, but like email fucking businesses and be like, can I do a thing at your place?
I agree with you, and it builds a hustle, but I also feel like a lot of these places, like I said, they're exploiting people, and a lot of it is a waste of fucking time. Sure. A lot of the mics, a lot of it is, listen, stage time is stage time, right? Also, that's like I feel like that's an important stage time is, as a comic, you need to be on stage. If you're not doing it, then you're not, what the fuck are you even doing? Like, but also, I feel like sometimes some of these like mics, they put you on last, and you literally sat around for 2.5 hours, and like, you know what I mean. And now you have to go home, and now you drank too much at the mic and shit. Now you're kind of.
Oh, that's a you problem.
Well, whatever it is, it's a. No, I understand.
Sorry,
but it's all a you problem. Like, right?
No, they're drinking too much.
Well, well, I don't drink that much, but I'm just saying, like, I've had it.
I've done that too.
Where you
I've
get
done
fucked
that
up,
too.
and then and then
Yeah.
But it's you're doing it because you're there, kind of, you know what I mean?
But it's not like anyone developed this on purpose to be cruel.
I think some of it, yes.
What then?
Like like when I first started comedy, like somebody was telling me that, like, oh, you don't ever ask to be on somebody's show, you get put on something.
Oh, bullshit! Ask. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ask.
Yeah, that's another that's like whatchamacallit.
Well, that person was just a dumbass.
You know what's funny? So the guy that told me that, the guy that told him that, quit comedy.
Call
back.
Because he probably wasn't getting booked on enough stuff. Probably wasn't asking. It's not a fucking crime to not be the first person people think of.
Yeah, listen, it's honestly, this is like why even with doing comedy, like I don't ask because honestly I don't think I'm good enough at some, like I want to develop, like,
I think you're funny, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it, and I work hard at it, but I also feel like if I want to get to a level where people are paying money to see me, paying $15 a ticket to see me, to perform or whatever it is, I got to make it worth it for people. Like, I'm not there yet. I feel like I'm good. I'm developing the stuff but I wouldn't charge people, like, for free. I'd let people see me.
Hey, you want to know what? That's a great segue because my tickets are $5.
There you go.
At the Eventbrite that you're going to link on the screen.
Yes. Bing. But yeah, man. So, what were we saying?
In post, you just put like a fucking crashing plane right in my hand.
Imagine. No, I'm not that good at editing. This is literally going to be... Well, you'll see it. I use the same formula for every podcast. Listen, I'm surprised I got it to be this... But this is... You know what's funny? The same person that told me...
It's the same level of shit you put into the art.
Thank you, man. I mean, eventually, that's what the goal is, to get everything. The worlds are going to sync, and it's all going to lead to... You know what I mean? Something. You know what I mean?
You're just live stream painting.
That's yeah. If I can, yeah, that's gonna be that's in the works.
You should do that.
There's so many things I should be doing that I'm.
Same here.
I'm a lazy motherfucker, and also, like all superheroes, I have a day job right now. So that's the other motherfucker that's really in the way of things, and it's hard. I mean, it's not that it's hard. You know what I've come to the conclusion of, Dane? This is something that I want to share with the viewers, if anyone's listening and a fan, you know. By the way, we got to figure out a name for the fans. That's another thing we got to figure out. Let me write that down so we don't forget it. Name of fans.
Do you know Dino DiMartino?
No, but he sounds like a fucking...
He's a funny guy. He's a comedian.
With a name like that, he's either a Ninja Turtle or a funny guy.
He's a Ninja Turtle as well, but that's funny. That's besides the point. He had this podcast, I don't know if they still do it, called Slob Nation. And the fans, he named them Mexicans.
That's pretty funny.
So every time he talks to them, he's like, "Hey, what's up, Mexicans?"
That's pretty funny. What are we gonna call the fucking the Oleg fucking the world of Oleg, the break Oleg fans?
Fucking.
We'll get to it, man. We'll get to it.
Fucking oreganos.
The bros, the oreganos.
The orega bros.
Orega bros, no. Why Orega? Like, because of weed? Like, where did the oregano?
Because I was thinking Oleg. That also starts with an O.
Oh, yeah. I thought oregano started with an A.
Really?
Yeah, that's
retarded.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yo, we're gonna call the fans the Olegs. Yo, where are my Olegs? No, I don't even want that. Yo, I don't know if that's...
Oh, you want to know what? Okay, so you know this guy, Danny Gonzalez?
No, man.
He's a funny dude on the internet, and he calls his audience Greg.
That's pretty funny. We're talking to Greg right now.
Yeah. You could just name it like Stanley.
No. I don't want to copy. It's gonna be something original. It's gotta be something original. We're gonna call these guys the fucking the mushrooms are kicking in right now.
Yeah, honestly, same.
I just looked and I just had like a mild hallucination. I'm like, oh, they're kicking in. Yeah, that up. But yeah, guys, fans. I was gonna say, yeah, fans. But
fucking Thundercats.
Yeah, I got I got Thundercats right there. You don't see
that's why I got the idea. That's what you call your fans, the Thundercats.
No, the Thunder fucking fats. The Thunder.
The fucking Thunder fatties.
Yeah, I used to be fat. That's another thing. That's what I was.
Blaze it 420.
Oh shit.
No?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to be weed centric.
Call them the former fats?
That's pretty funny too, dude. You're wearing Crocs right now.
I'm wearing Crocs right now. I'm wearing Crocs.
Let me ask you: when you looked outside today and you saw that it might be raining, what part?
Might be raining.
Yeah, you didn't see the.
I didn't see that. Dude, what the
I was like,
fuck?
that's a poor decision for. Does not look like a good shoe to not get wet during a rain.
You gotta drive me back to the Lower East Side.
I'll give you a ride, man. There you go. Like, yeah, you don't see outside, dude. It's a gloomy ass day out. It's a gloomy ass day.
Oh man, I can make you more shroom tea.
No, we can't. No, this has got to be mild. We're gonna go eat some Outback Steakhouse after this podcast because that's what fucking kings eat.
Man.
Bro, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to eating some fucking Outback. That's the shit right there. One of the best places.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
You never been to the Outback, right?
I don't think I've been to Outback Steakhouse.
Oh man, it's a great place. Really great place. It's like a poor man's Peter Luger.
No way.
It's a poor man's Peter Luger. Like, you know what I mean? You work your way up. Listen, Dane. We're trying to do good in life. We're trying to move our way up, move our way into fucking things. You know, we're not at Peter Luger yet, but we can do Outback. We could do Outback Steakhouse on the Break Oleg podcast. This podcast.
Hey, but you want to know what? Shit, no, that's usable.
Guys,
hello.
We are back.
Ding dong, what's up?
Listen, Break Oleg podcast. We got issues sometimes, but you know what? We deal with them.
I know who doesn't have issues.
I got issues, guys. I got issues.
Fucking.
You know what I'm saying?
You think you're above having issues? Get out of the fucking podcast.
Bro, I got more issues than Kleenex got tissues.
Go over to fucking was it AM radio? You got no issues.
Honestly, I would love to do AM radio. This is Oleg in the morning. I am telling you right now that traffic on the BQE is fucked. Traffic on 3rd Avenue is fucked.
No, traffic is FM. Like AM is like train traffic.
It's like train traffic. It's like. By the way, what's up with all these trains that have gotten derailed lately?
It's like, you remember Rick and Morty? That episode
I don't watch Rick and Morty. Oh, dude. I don't watch anything. I don't watch television. I'm in my own world.
Wow.
You know, so this is something I could talk about this because
also, what sound is that?
That is the radiator. That is the radiator working in a New York City apartment.
I don't have a radiator. My background just gets cold.
Yeah, no, they do good. They do good with the heat in this building because they think there's a lot of apartments with people with children.
Like someone's living in there.
Well, dude, that shit bangs. Also, yeah, there's like a little fucking. Well, the audience might hear it. Yeah, I'm happy that we can't hear the audience banging upstairs. Also, I got the worst neighbors upstairs sometimes too. These motherfuckers make so much goddamn fucking noise all the fucking time.
Good for them. They sound happy.
What?
They sound happy.
But it's too happy. They're having too much fun up there, and it's at my expense. It's at my expense sometimes because I'm like trying to fucking be zen. Bro, it sounds like an earthquake is up there, bro.
Jeez, good for them.
You know, if they got a kid, that's why.
Good for them.
Yeah, they got kids. Listen, I might have a kid eventually. I might do it.
I will never.
You never want to have kids?
No.
Part of me feels like
I got out of a 5-year relationship, and the only thing I was thinking was like, oh, thank God there's no kid.
I mean, I also got out of it, and I also thought the same thing, but that's because of her. I just didn't want to have kids with her.
Right.
Eventually, I think...
we talk about this like we have the same ex.
Yeah, that is the same girl, like Usher and fucking... remember that shit? Usher and R. Kelly.
I remember parodies of it.
Usher and R. Kelly. Yeah.
Remember the Flight of the Conchords parody of it? No. But you don't watch anything, you motherfucker.
No, I mean, God, I stopped.
That's most of my personality is like, hey, you remember this thing?
See, this is exactly Dane.
Most of what I talk about is just like, hey, you remember this thing?
Yes, can I tell you this is exactly why I stopped? Because I started to realize that there's so much of your creativity, there's so much, it's not life. Because once you start focusing on your art. But that's different. What are you talking about? Like, that's pop art. That's characters from my childhood that I'm drawing and putting my own twist on.
Sure, but like new things happen.
Yeah, but I'm doing things that connected to me. It's the point of doing art. Like all these cartoons that I draw, these are cartoons that I feel a connection to, that I enjoy, that give me some sort of feeling. It's a completely selfish thing that other people...
Absolutely. But You can watch new things that give you a connection.
I can, but the problem is now I can't because like I really get disinterested really quickly of things.
And also when you get older, like your time
I
is
just
more
don't have any
valuable.
time. That's the other
I get
thing.
that also. No, I'm getting the same way.
It's like and also here's the thing.
I
This
don't
is
have time for video games. That makes me upset.
I don't have time. This is what it really is. I don't have time for things that either don't bring me money, don't bring me like value, like actually, you know what I'm saying, like some sort of or they don't stimulate my creativity. So these are the three things that like if I don't have one of these three things at any time, I just don't feel like. I mean, I could watch something because that's like a treat. So if you watch something cool, but like for the most part, I've come to a point in my life where I just if I'm engaging my time, it better be because I'm making money at it. I'm doing something that's gonna make me money, or you know what I'm saying? Like there's other groundwork that you put into for things like you know what I mean with art, with comedy, like but it's all to make money eventually on a lot of it, like because I wanna, you know what I mean? Like I don't know how to describe it. My time is I've come to a point.
I'm laughing. The radiator's
Yeah,
slowly
it's just
farting.
nonstop. It's nonstop. It's nonstop. I'm
You're
getting heckled.
You're saying important stuff.
I'm getting heckled by the radiator. I'm getting heckled.
It's slowly farting.
Bro, my upstairs neighbor bangs on his shit sometimes to get it to stop.
Oh man.
But yeah, this is what I'm saying is that the older I get, the more I just if it's not making me money, if it's not, I just don't want to do it anymore.
I mean, yeah, same, man.
That's what it is. Like,
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. So like that's why sitting around and watching a Netflix documentary, binge watching it to me, just I'm like I can't do it. I can't.
I don't binge watch much anymore. But like, I don't know. There are certain things that's like I watched the fucking Super Mario movie. I didn't even like it.
I would watch it. It might be cool. It might be cool. It was dog shit, right? The movie was dog shit.
But then also I went to see the Dungeons and Dragons movie, and I loved that one. That was sick. And I saw a bad one. I saw a good one.
How long was the Dungeons and Dragons movie?
Pretty good. It's like an hour and a half. It's like a little less than that even. It was.
Are you a fan of the actual game? Like
I want to play it. I don't know how to start
never played
playing.
it.
I want to play it.
Okay,
I played it a little bit as a middle schooler.
I've never played Dungeons and Dragons in my life.
I want to play it. It looks fun.
I've never. The only time I've ever had any experience with Dungeons and Dragons is from seeing it referenced in movies being played by nerds.
But it's such a big cultural impact because like it's fun. It looks fun. I have to play it one time. It's fun.
I'm sure it is fun. I'm sure all of it is fun. Dude,
I a character and he's like, hey, I attack him with my fucking thing.
Did you have a favorite game, like a board game or something when you were a kid?
Stratego. You ever heard of it?
No.
Oh fuck, that's a good one.
You gave a lot. I saw the way you went back into
I put thought into that one.
You literally, I saw it. You went into the computer of the mind and pulled it out the chamber.
Games. Oh, I played board games, dude. I fucking went to camp.
I never went to camp.
I played board games. Oh, yeah, Jewish fucking Long Island.
Oh, they sent you to Jewish Long Island camp.
Oh, yeah, they sent me to Day
camp.
That sounds. How that sounds. Yeah, day camp for kids. Yeah, in the summertime.
Did you guys need, was it because you lacked concentration?
Yeah.
Did they send you to some? All right.
I forget you're also Jewish.
Yeah, I can make those jokes. I can fucking, and I also, like I said before, I made out with a trans person the other week, so I can make trans jokes.
Oh, so now you... Okay.
That's how you earn... I'm out here earning rights on the streets.
If you hook up with a black person, you can make black jokes? You can say the N-word?
There's a whole genre of porno. I mean,
how many black people do you sleep with them so you can say the N-word?
Oh, it's a tough question.
It's not just sleeping with them, is it? What do you have to...
I don't even want to answer it's a bad question to have. Here's none, because you don't say it. That's my politically correct answer to that. But also,
there's a real answer.
What you would call it? I find
7.
No. I mean, listen, everything's got to be in context. You don't just go blurting it out or whatever it is. But I think that under the right circumstances, I'm being real about it. Hey guys, this is when you can actually say No, I'm just joking. You can't say it ever, guys. You can't say it. You can't say it. It's done. It's maybe it's not. Maybe there's got to maybe somebody will bring it back.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
You think it's Dunsky?
Well, I mean, for non-black people, yeah. I don't think there's ever gonna be someone who's gonna make a white guy that can make a fashionable bull. Impossible.
Imagine.
Impossible.
And then it's just
It'd
like,
probably Post Malone.
no, it can't be. It has to be somebody to come out the blue that basically and does it on a different way.
Joe the plumber.
I might be that
Just
guy, guys.
say-
I might be that. I might have to take the position of no. It's not a good position to be in.
You might die.
In the process, a lot of people are not going to like that word, but whatever. It's you know. Either way, I know it's going to be a Jewish guy that comes up with it because
Oh, jeez.
I had a joke when I first started doing comedy that and I've heard other comics do variations
Some Jewish
of
people
it.
think they can get away with anything just because they're Jewish, and it's like, yeah, you're a minority, but you're not like all the others.
Honestly, this is the truth. I think anybody can get away with anything as long as they commit to the bit and they're so
And as long as they
outrageous.
finesse the landing.
No, as long as they're so outrageous and funny that you know that they're being ridiculous. I feel like that's the real way to do any of it is
It's
that
the way for a comedian to do it.
the what?
The way for a comedian to do it. Oh,
I'm sorry. No, you just gotta keep
Am
it.
I-
See how I keep it close to my fucking face like this? This is how you gotta treat it. You gotta. Now that's
'cause
better.
here's the
Now the
thing.
audience is gonna hear you on
Dude,
a totally
when
different
I'm on
level.
stage, I keep the microphone.
Away.
I keep the microphone down here,
You know what's funny? Me
and
too.
I just fucking yell at it.
Dude, you know what's funny? You know when during COVID I started doing comedy and then I would see people just take the mic and just rest.
I hate that.
Oh my god!
They did
I
it
would
before.
see
They did it before COVID. But I hate that move so.
Oh my
fucking
god!
much.
I'm like, yo, don't you know that some filthy open micer has been fucking just fucking
the pizza grease he has been cooking for
the
you.
dollar slice, yeah, pizza grease. That's literally, but that's. It's funny because ugh.
I'm
Yeah.
so happy you said that. I've always hated it.
I see comics doing it, and that's just like part of their, and they're like holding it on their chin and they're
You know what's
breathing
crazy?
into it. They're just, when you're just, ugh.
You know what's crazy?
Mm.
Look up pictures of Hannibal Buress.
He's always got the mic on his
He's got
chin.
it on his chin.
But I'll tell
And,
you like this:
specials, arenas,
they bring their own mic.
and of course he does, but still he looks like a dick.
I mean, listen, it's his style.
I
But
have such a fucking strong hatred for it for almost no reason.
I know, I felt it. When you said that about Hannibal Buress. I'm like, I like Hannibal. I don't want to. That was
I like
harsh.
him
That was way
also, but
harsh on
also-
him. You know, I like him. He
He's
fucking.
kind of he tweeted all that stuff about landlords, and like he is a landlord.
He is just saying ridiculous shit. Let the man say. He wrote.
Also, you want to know what's funny?
What?
He kicked a friend of mine out of a bar one time.
In Bushwick?
Yeah.
How did I guess it?
Oh yeah.
This is before he was big, I'm guessing.
This is when he was big.
when he was big.
When he
What
was
did your
big.
friend do?
Okay, so my friend saw him at the bar, and apparently Hannibal was alone at this time, just talking to the bar. Apparently Hannibal knew the bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Just catch up with the bartender, and that's what the assumption is. We don't know Hannibal Buress. We never got his side of the story after this.
Mm-hmm.
But my buddy goes up to him and says, "Hey man, I'm such a big fan. What's up?" And he was like, "Hey, leave me alone, please." And my
Rightfully
friend
so.
left and met two French girls and brought them back to Hannibal Buress and was like, "Hey Hannibal, you want to meet my friends?" And Hannibal was like, "Get this guy the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
And that wasn't even it. Outside, Hannibal Buress was smoking a cigarette. At the same time, my friend just so happened to also be smoking a cigarette. Walks up to Hannibal Buress for a third time. It's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, man." And Hannibal was just like, went to his dude and was just like, "Get him the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
Sorry, was that out of the mic?
No, that was good. I was just watching the levels. That's what I was watching. But yeah, no, that's fucking. Why would you?
He was pretty drunk.
Your friend?
Oh,
He's also
yeah.
a comic.
He's music. I shouldn't say too much, but he's a music producer.
Like a successful music producer, or like,
Yeah.
like a well-known one.
Not. You wouldn't know him. He's not like a household name.
Okay. Yeah, leave the guy alone after the first time when he says leave you.
I don't
alone.
want to. Yeah, I also don't want to like even like make it so that my friend would see this, so I might not.
Hey, listen, though, you.
Oh shit!
And it's too late. You said it. He kicked your friend out. Your friend's a fucking scumbag. And I'm just like, I don't know your friend. He's probably a nice guy. He's probably a nice guy. He's probably just.
There's no way to find my friend through what I've said.
No, you didn't give out any names. What's his name again? I'm just joking. Don't say it. But
It's fucking Gregory. Shit.
there you go. Now you said too much.
Sorry, Greg.
All right, now we know. But yeah, I mean, listen, that's what I would do. Also, I had an instance a couple of weeks ago where I was at a mic and some comic came up to me, and I never seen this kid. I don't know this kid ever. Never met him. And he comes up to me. He goes, "Hey, like my name is," and I forgot his name, but it was weird that the kid knew my name and stuff.
That is weird. I've had that happen to me also.
I'm like, oh,
there's different levels of that. Like, you know Misha Shakur?
maybe, I don't know. Is he related to Tupac?
Good dude. He just happened to have a great memory and remembered me.
Does he have long hair?
Yeah.
I know who he is.
Yeah, you know Misha.
I don't know him. I'm not like friend, but I've seen him.
He's a staple. He used to be a staple of the Lower East Side, and then he moved with his girlfriend to New Orleans. Nolans. And sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
Anyway, the first time I met him, or feels like the first time I met him was like 2 years ago in the Lower East Side, and he just remembered me from like 6 years before that at an open mic.
I mean, yeah, I mean that's also that makes sense, kind of. But at least you know where he met you.
It was like, all right, whatever, man, what's up? But then he turned out to be totally normal.
He seems
and
like
chill.
a cool guy, actually.
He is a cool dude. No, dude, but we were talking about this new guy at the Black Cat LES where we like to go, and he is absolutely brand. On his first day of doing comedy, he walked up to me. Not like I'm untouchable, not like you can't approach. I like meeting new people. I'm a friendly guy, but that he just like immediately hugged me from behind and was like, "Hey man, how are you?" And it's like, who the fuck are you?
Autism speaks. That's what I'm thinking now. Now that the mushrooms are in my system, like, oh, I think he's autistic.
He probably is.
100, bro. Who isn't autistic? And this is the crazy thing is that, like, so.
But also, like, people probably said the same thing about Dahmer.
Yeah, maybe there's something about that guy that ain't right.
I'm not gonna say his name.
Oh, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? I asked the kid. I said, he goes, "Oh, yo, let's be in touch." I'm like, "Cool. What's your Instagram?" He's like, "I don't have an Instagram." And
it's so fucking weird, yeah.
And he goes, "I have a phone number," and he gave me his whatchamacallit. He like he's like, "Can you text me?"
What do you expect us to?
Because he asked me, he's like, "Where did you get this whatchamacallit, the taco thing?" And I told him the spot. He goes, "Can you text me the name of it?" So I texted him the name of it. And I wonder if that's a bad thing. Also, I wonder if people can hack you by you texting them, and then they can like.
I have no idea.
I think they can do shit like that now. I think like
maybe
because you ever get these like phishing texts with just like random numbers that are like, "Hey."
Oh, dude, I get the fucking all the scams.
Yeah.
All the scams. I don't even answer my phone anymore.
Bro, remember when the captain used to call?
The captain?
He used to pick up the phone and it's like a boat and it's like, "This is the captain speaking," and it was like the robot. Yeah, like the car, like a cruise ship. Like, here's your chance to win. Yo, you know what's funny? So when I was dating one of my exes, when we first started dating, she goes, "Oh, let's go to Florida." I'm like, "Okay, cool." She goes, "I have this cruise that I won." I'm like, "What do you mean you won a cruise?" She goes,
no. Oh, no.
So she used to go to these like girls' night events, thing called Shecky's Girls Night, and she used to fucking they had a thing there where sign up for this and you could win a 2-night free cruise to the Bahamas. So she signed up, and of course she won because it's a fucking scam. Everybody wins.
And it's not a cruise from your place to the Bahamas. You have to take a plane to near the Bahamas.
So here, check this out. So they're like, "Oh, all you got to do is here. You got to get these tickets. You get 2 tickets to the on this cruise trip for like $1,800, I think was the number." And she paid.
That's still pretty for a cruise.
So 2 nights, and so this is what the vacation is.
Oh, that's so expensive. For 2 nights?
No, this is what the trip entails. It's
okay.
and it includes the car rental also. You get rent from the like fucking place. So, but you get 2 nights in. Actually, I don't think it included the car rental. I think we had to pay for the rental out of pocket. Yeah, I think that was another thing. I'm like, this is a scam. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it. So, it was 2 nights in Fort Lauderdale, 2 nights on the cruise, and you don't actually go to the Bahamas. They like drop you there during the day, and you get to get out and like have a day pass at one of the resorts and lay on the beach, or it was just a couple of hours, and then or walk around, and then get back on the boat, and then the boat takes you to Orlando, and then you get 2 nights in Orlando. staying at the Ramada. The fucking shittiest Ramada in Orlando. Like it was garbage. Like both the hotels, even in Fort Lauderdale, was Ramada. So and then this is the kicker.
Dude, I'm so sorry. I want you to finish the story, but like I just had the craziest thought. Doing shrooms in your 30s is so different. Doing shrooms in your like teens and your 20s, it's like, dude, what if like the universe has another color out there?
And when you're
in your 30, it's like, dude, the Ramada's a piece of shit.
Yeah, like fuck the Ramada. It's a shitty fucking place. But dude, they made us go see timeshares.
Of course, because that's what they're. Oh god. Ugh.
And the worst thing was
do that.
going to the timeshare thing and like the guy trying to sell me, and so like he shows us, and they're like doing construction.
And they'll keep you forever.
Oh, he kept on trying to like. I'm like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Oh no, we're not telling you anything.
No, he was really trying to.
Oh no. But still, though, you got to check out the fucking. Floors.
He goes, check this out. Oh, let's go to the kit. Let's get it.
Yeah,
let's go get a. They gave us like a sandwich and a salad and shit.
Whoa, sandwich.
I was happy it was a good sandwich.
Of course, they're keeping you forever.
They held.
Oh, thank God, dude! They didn't fucking feed me on mine, and I was like,
you got tricked on one of those timeshare things, also.
No, it was my parents, and I was like 12 years old.
They tricked your parents and had them go see a timeshare. That's
becoming like 4 hours, and I was like,
They lock you in the room.
I hadn't eaten, and I was like losing my fucking mind. And my parents were like, Dane, let the man do his 4-hour sales pitch. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Where else are you buying something that you need 4 hours to mull it over?
Yeah.
People don't buy cars that take that long.
Because they break you down mentally.
Sorry, my bad.
That's all good.
My bad.
They break you down mentally. That's what they do.
I think this is why most podcasts don't Freddie Mercury it.
What? Yeah, because it's a lot to deal. Because they just put it on in front. But also, people have better mics. So like the condenser.
These are nice mics.
It's okay. It's okay.
They look like nice mics.
No, it looks. That mic looks fucking great because it's gold. It's a gold mic.
Wait.
Yeah. It's a gold mic, but. So you can it's gonna be fine, but that's the gold mic. But it's all right. It's not the greatest, but it's good to keep it so you could see where the front of it is. There's a little, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There
but then I don't want to pop.
Oops. Yeah, you don't worry about it. The pop is not bad. I'm popping right now as we speak, but the pops aren't that bad because.
Should I just unsheath them?
No, you can't. You can't. Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, that's probably better. Honestly, that's probably better.
So I could just see the direction it should be.
Yeah, you sound better. Yeah, that sounds great.
Oh my god, I burped right into it.
It's okay. That's what the podcast is. Here, just put it on the fucking table. Who cares? Hey.
Hello.
I'm a fucking talking microphone.
I'm a fucking talking microphone.
Hey.
I'm a French.
Is that what it is?
He's a wee.
I would think. Is that what a microphone? He's a French motherfucker. He's just.
That's what a microphone sounds like to me.
I want a big gay.
I have like maybe 4 accents I can do.
Which are they?
British, French.
We got dead air. That's taking you a long. You're like, I got 4 accents, and then you stopped at 2.
I didn't think that through very well.
You're like, I got 20 accents I could do.
I gotta be honest, bro.
That's
I might have oversold my.
You're like 4.
Governor.
Shit.
I'm not good at accents.
Did you just say Russian? Did you say shit in Russian?
The governor.
Governor.
Oh.
That's how you say shit in Russian.
I know, it's funny. I have Russian family. I've heard that word before, but I didn't know.
Have they called you a kusok governor? That means a piece of shit.
Probably.
Yo, there was a guy yesterday that went up at the mic who went by the name of Cardboard. And he's like a performance artist. He's from LA, and it was his first time doing like an open mic comedy thing, but it was pretty funny.
He's from LA, and it's the first time he's doing it.
He did this funny bit where he did this thing where he jumped up and plopped down like a frog, and he goes
at the Black Cat.
Yeah, and then he goes, what am I? And then he jumps down and he plops down like a frog, and he goes, you might think I'm a frog, but I'm a piece of shit. That is actually the funniest fucking. I'm sorry for giving away
that
his
is
joke.
Funny.
He's like, but I'm actually a piece of shit. Like, it actually.
Hopefully, he can come up with more than one.
No, he was good. He reminded me a lot of Matthew Silver. He was very like performance. Why are you quiet again? Are you deep in? That's the mushrooms.
I have opinions about Matthew Silver.
Well, don't share them on the podcast. He's a good guy.
Don't
He's
share,
a good guy.
don't
He's
share
a
them on
really
the podcast.
guy.
You know, he's a good guy. I don't think he's a bad person at all. I guess, you know, it comes down to that I'm salty that he has such a big audience.
There it is. That's what it is.
That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to.
That's why I say you shouldn't say anything bad about
honestly,
it.
I think he's the kind of person where he would hear that and go, okay. And then, But then he would go into, fucking, you can have that opinion and I can have this opinion and, oh, the fucking spectrum of human fucking emotion.
I think he's great. I think he's, like I said, as an art. So I think, within comedy, let's say everybody's painting different. Like, say if you look at comedy like an art, right, just like anything else, and you look at, you know, within art, there's people who paint, you know, portraits. There's people who paint landscapes. There's people who paint pop art. There's people who paint, you know, abstract pieces. There's like all these different painters
Sure.
and all these different styles. And I think Matthew Silver, when it comes to comedy, has a very unique style, which is an overlap of like a street performer, like the performance art, like street art,
Yes.
street performance art performer or whatever it is. And I think that within that, if you can look at the art, I think that that's where you can really appreciate it, because it's like polka music, just like anything else. Just because it's not maybe it might not be your taste of
My critique of that form, because I'm a big fan of the avant-garde.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Especially with performance art.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what makes Eric Andre such a high-level performer is his ability to, like... Have you ever seen him do stand-up?
Yeah.
He's insane. He fucking... I saw him do a thing for, like, I think it was when back Jimmy Kimmel's first late-night show. Because I think that it was, like, that old... The video in my head. It looks like that old set. But he was just yelling at the top of his lungs. And every second was a new cultural reference. Like, that was like
I get it.
new thing. And not that everyone has to do it that way. It doesn't all have to be the same thing, of course. But I've seen a lot of, and we could bleep his name out if you want.
Who?
Matthew Silver.
No, I mean,
But I feel like he got the following online is absolutely deserved because of his insane stunts on the street. That shit's insane.
It's just being him performing.
It's him being himself, of course, but like.
But it's also courageous to be out there and doing it. Like
that's what I'm applauding. I'm
yeah.
applauding that courage, but also now that he has that audience and he's deciding to do stand up, they come to it. I've seen his show. I've gone to one of his shows before, and I guess my critique is that sometimes it feels a little underbaked, the stand-up side of it, where it's like, it feels like he comes up with an idea and he just kind of says the same thing over and over. You want to know what? Let's cut this out of the podcast. This feels very negative. I don't think he's a bad person at all.
No,
You know?
I think it's a different sort of. I think it's a different genre of stand-up. It's like. I think if you're used to sort of it being in the classical form, you're gonna.
But here's the thing: I'm not. I'm into the weird guys.
It's just too. I get what you're saying. It's
Sometimes it feels repetitive.
like it's. I don't know. I get what you mean.
Where it feels like there's not a greater point to be made.
Maybe that there is no greater point to be made. Maybe it just. I think what it is
Sure, but then what am I investing in?
to see him perform.
Sure. Yeah, not everything has to have a greater point to be made, but still, like.
And I think also. The other part
We're all
of
still
it.
finding it. I'm not a great comedian.
I think we're all still finding it. I think that's the other thing is
I have
that.
such a minuscule following compared to him. I'm nothing compared to him.
Well, he's built he's been doing it for like years, but I think this is what
I
I
first
would
saw
say.
one of his videos when I was in high school.
Yo, I was saying it the other day that I saw there's like a graffiti documentary that has like stock footage from the early 2000s, and he's in that
I
shit.
do also say, I love Matthew Silver.
You're like I dug myself
I
in.
dumped all over him. It's hardcore. I
You're
kept
like even the part where you're like, let's cut this out. Like,
Let's cut that out.
the whole part of whatchamacallit. No, but I'll look through it. I'll make sure that it's nothing bad. It doesn't
Thank
come
you.
off bad. Yeah. But no, I think like
Last
I said,
person I want to start a feud with is
No,
fucking schizophrenic.
also- no,
a fucking celebrity.
that's right. I also think that I doubt he watches this podcast. That's the other thing. Unless somebody says to him, "Yeah, you know that guy Dane? He was talking mad shit about you on the."
I mean, it wouldn't be the only place I talk shit about.
That's pretty funny. No, but what I was gonna say is that I think that what he's doing is cool. He's starting his own lane, but I think the other part of it
Totally.
is that he was doing it on a different platform for many years, like on the streets, where you're dealing with a revolving audience. So I think like doing the same thing is different when you're dealing with a revolving audience because you are doing something new every time to them. So that's a different thing, and I think that with what he's also the second thing is like I don't know how long he's been getting up and doing comedy, but I don't think it's been like more than 2 years, a year, or something like that. It hasn't been that much. So at the same time, he's had to
Doing performance art a lot longer.
Yes, but at the same time, he's had to basically take his performance art and encapsulate it in a different sort of avenue.
Oh yeah.
And I think nobody is like, there's not a single person doing comedy that is free from like the.
I guess you want to know what else? I'm also salty that because I've asked him if I could do the other side
And
of
he
comedy.
said no.
He just hasn't answered, which is a no.
Been. Guys, we're back. We're back. We're back to the break.
We're back.
We're back to the Break All Leg podcast. Like nothing happened. Guys, I don't know. The fucking camera keeps going out. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, man, we got
technical difficulties.
technical fucking difficulties, yo. That's for sure. It's fucking, but yeah, man, we've been fucking talking for a while. I could tell you, because if it's been turned off a couple of times, I think it shuts itself off after like 20-something minutes or something. So we definitely have
40 minutes.
at least 40 in the motherfucker.
All
No, it's
right.
we've definitely, plus we're on mushrooms. I guarantee you time is passing much faster than we think it is. You know what I mean? But
But stop twice. And
stop twice.
20
And
minutes.
stop twice. Better than the fucking R train. I'll tell you that much.
Oh,
Better than
man, I
the
took that R
train.
train over here, and I tell you what, I know why it's called the R train.
Retarded.
Relaxating.
Oh.
That was a
Oh.
relaxing trip.
Was it really? Was it really?
Ooh, smooth.
Okay.
I'm fucking around. That was retarded as hell.
Retard Ted with a capital Ted. You know what I mean?
I can call a train retarded because it's not human.
Yeah, and I can also call the operator retarded because of his lack of competency. No, I'm just joking. I don't know. They're probably very competent. I'm just talking
You
shit.
should talk to Steve Jensel about, like,
Yeah.
all right, if the train sucks, who do I blame?
Steve Jensel. That's who you blame.
We should blame Steve Jensel each time. That's
every
easy.
time. Every time. That's the only person you blame.
Oh,
But-
man.
Then you
Yeah,
gotta
I've
get.
gone on-
There we go.
I've gone on dates with people who knew about Steve Jensel.
Like comics.
No.
How do they know about him?
Like
Art.
they met him at a fucking bar,
Really? That's funny.
and they're like,
Do you know this comic?
nah, but... nah, it's stupid. Anyhow,
But yeah, man. Booyaka.
you want to know what's good?
Mm.
Been so fucking high this whole time. Which, thank you, by the way.
Yeah, man. You also ate the mushrooms from the bag. That's so you're
You never
actually.
eat you eat the mush.
I usually don't.
That's what
'Cause
you do.
I usually just
You
take
eat
the
waste
tea.
products.
I mean, you're right. You're probably right, but also
You know
I
what
don't.
you do? You know what you do? You get in the bath later, you become the tea.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh,
Think about
shit.
that.
I think about it all the time.
Don't drink that tea. Tea bag's not supposed to drink tea.
Listen, you're not supposed to get tea bag. Yeah, I don't know how that goes, but yeah. I got fucking. Look, if I got a phone call coming in. Anyways, I think this might be time to. I gotta pee also. I gotta.
Alright.
I should have.
Do you-
I should have
what do you-
probably.
Do you cheers mics? Is that what you do?
No, I just do like a piece. So usually what happens is
You
I
strike like a cool fucking.
I
Like,
play the music. I play the music out. But dude, thank you for coming out. Thank you for doing the pod. Thank you for fucking for you know what I'm saying. Hey, as we do like fucking old timey
gentlemen.
They do it like a fucking gentleman. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And till the next episode, this has been the Break Oleg podcast, guys. Peace out.
Fucking gunshot.
Booyakasha.
Booyakasha.